The official state pension payment schedule for July 2025 has now been revealed by the Department for Work and Pensions, providing clarity for millions of pensioners across the United Kingdom who rely on this regular income to manage day-to-day costs. With inflation still affecting prices for essentials like food, utilities, and housing, knowing exactly when your pension will be paid is more crucial than ever. The DWP follows a fixed structure when issuing pension payments, and it all comes down to one simple detail: the last 2 digits of your national insurance number. This detail alone determines the exact weekday your state pension arrives in your bank account. The payment schedule remains consistent from month to month, but July brings its own set of dates every pensioner should be aware of. If the last 2 digits of your national insurance number fall between 0 and 19, your payment will be made on Monday. If they fall between 20 and 39, it will arrive on Tuesday. 4 digits, 40 to 59, Wednesday is your designated payment day. If your digits are between 60 and 79, you'll be paid on Thursday. And if your national insurance number ends in 80 to 99, your pension will be issued on Friday. For July 2025, that means the Mondays fall on the 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th. Tuesdays are the 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th. Wednesdays are the 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th. Thursdays are the 10th, 17th, 24th, and 31st, and Fridays are the 11th, 18th, and 25th. These dates should be marked on your calendar so you can plan your bills, shopping, travel, or any other financial commitments around them. There are no bank holidays in July, which means payments should be made exactly on schedule without adjustments or early disbursements. This is especially helpful for pensioners who use automated banking tools to manage direct debits, rent, or credit card payments. A late pension payment, however rare, can lead to overdraft fees or bounced transactions. That's why understanding your expected date and monitoring your account closely around that time is so important. Most banks process DWP payments early in the morning, often before 6 a.m., though this may vary slightly depending on the institution. If you're newly retired or due to reach state pension age in July 2025, it's critical to apply at least 3 months in advance. Your first payment date won't necessarily align immediately with the national insurance digit cycle. There may be a short waiting period for processing, but any delay should be followed by a backdated lump sum to cover the gap between your entitlement start date and your first actual payment. Once the initial payment is complete, your schedule will fall into line with the usual 4-week cycle, just like everyone else. It's also essential to keep your information up to date. If you've changed bank accounts recently or moved to a new address, inform the DWP and make sure your details are accurate. Mistakes in account numbers or addresses can cause significant delays, and resolving them may take days or even weeks. Logging into your personal tax account on gov.uk is the fastest way to check and update these details. For many pensioners, especially those managing multiple support payments like attendance allowance, pension credit, or carer's allowance, consistency and timing are key. Knowing when each benefit is due allows you to ensure there are no disruptions or gaps that could leave you short 1 month. Pensioners receiving the full new state pension are currently being paid around £203.85 per week, translating to just over £815 every 4 weeks. Those on the basic state pension, typically those who reached pension age before April 6, 2016, receive about £169.50 per week, or roughly £678 every 4 weeks. These amounts can vary slightly if you're receiving additional entitlements, such as deferral bonuses or inherited state pension from a deceased spouse. If you're unsure what your exact payment should be, your annual statement or online pension forecast will give you the correct amount. There's also growing awareness that many people still haven't claimed benefits they're entitled to, particularly pension credit. This benefit not only tops up your income if you're under the minimum threshold, but it also opens the door to additional support such as free TV licenses for the over 75 ES, help with heating costs, and discounts on NHS prescriptions and dental care. If you're living alone and your weekly income is under £201.05, or if you're a couple with income under £306.85, you could be eligible. Claiming pension credit before your state pension date, or even shortly after, could make a massive difference in your monthly finances and future planning. For some pensioners, every payment is accounted for down to the last pound. For others, it's about peace of mind, knowing that even in a time of rising prices, their retirement income will land on time and without disruption. The DWP has made it clear that July payments will be processed as usual, and that's welcome news in a time when economic uncertainty still looms large for many older Britons. If your payment doesn't arrive on the expected date, it's advised to wait until at least midday to check with your bank. If there's still no sign, then you should contact the Pension Service helpline. Issues are rare, but can sometimes happen due to outdated bank details, identity verification, or changes in entitlement. July is also a good time to review your broader financial situation. Check your council tax bill to see if you qualify for a reduction. Ask your energy supplier if they offer priority services for older customers or hardship support. Look into whether you're due any housing benefit or rent support, especially if you're a tenant on a low income. Every little bit of assistance can go a long way. The DWP payment schedule may seem like a routine notice, but it forms the backbone of many people's financial security. By knowing your payment day, confirming your bank details, and staying up to date with other benefits, you gain more control in a world that often feels unpredictable. If you know someone who doesn't use the internet regularly or may have trouble understanding these schedules, pass on this information to them. Print out the dates. Offer to help them look up their payment details online. In many cases, older pensioners, particularly those over 75, may be unaware of changes or need assistance checking their own schedule. A little shared knowledge could save them the stress of wondering if something has gone wrong. Now that you know your state pension payment day for July 2025, you can plan ahead with confidence. Whether you use that money for groceries, transport, debt repayment, or simply a day out with the grandchildren, what matters most is that you know it's coming and when. As the cost of living continues to put pressure on UK households, being prepared and informed about your payments gives you one more layer of protection. Your retirement income is not a luxury, it's your right. And being clear on the dates, processes, and amounts means you're making the most of what you've earned.